Joined now by Don Gozdowski, who was trying to run for Toledo's top spot, didn't quite come up with enough valid petitions. What was the process like?
The process is like pulling teeth, trying to get signatures.
Okay.
It is really difficult. I know I ran 4 years ago, and that's the one thing that surprised me is how hard it was. 750 signatures, you see, that's nothing, you know. You ask 750 people, in theory, and you'd have it. But, you know, 1 in 10 maybe give you a signature, and the other ones blow you off, or they're from out of state or out of town or what have you. So it's very difficult.
Okay, well, if you had gotten into the race and you had gotten elected up there, what would have been some of your suggestions closing the budget gap? It's been a hot issue down at Government Center.
Well, the one thing I wanted to do, first thing I wanted to do as mayor is redecorate the council chambers. Right now, I think they sit up there on their thrones as though they're piloting the Starship Enterprise. I'd like to dismantle that, put them on some folding tables. Let's humble this political system, get them down to our level. The people should be running this city, not the city council, not even the mayor. I want to see the mayor in the middle, city council on the bottom, recognizing that they're servants, the city of Toledo, the citizens at the top, the mayor in the middle, and city council at the bottom as servants, like I said. Up until recently, there was 7 people, in theory, running. I was one of them until I got nixed. But there was only 2 viable candidates, in my opinion, and that was Opal Covey and myself. When the other 5 did their roundtable discussions, if you remember, none of them stood up and said, hey, aren't there 7 people running? Where's Opal and Don? They just blew us off. Now, if that's any way they're going to treat the underdogs in our city, they're not getting my vote. My vote's going to Opal Covey, I'll tell you that right now.
So you're just overall unhappy with the way that the city structure is set up right now?
Well, I think I want to change the world, honestly. And I know from a religious standpoint, people blow you off as a loon, you know, and that's one of the reasons I wasn't getting any airtime or ink. But one of the things I'd like to do is start here in the city. I mean, we're not going to take over the world from here, but we can do national health care or universal health care. Start in Toledo. I would like to see from braces on our children's teeth to hospice care for our parents. That's what we should be about.
But how could you do that as mayor?
Well, we start. The first thing I would do, or the second thing I would do after I redecorate city council, was call President Obama and see if I can't bend his ear a little bit. Use Toledo as a test area, if you will. He wants to, you know, if he can prove that this would work in the Toledo area, 250,000 people, 250,000, we can do the math after that. If we can get it done here, I wanted to set Toledo as an example for other cities to follow. You know, why? You know, braces on our children's teeth and hospice care for our parents. Why would we do that? Simply put, it's what love would do. And since God is love, it's the circle of life. I know when you throw out the religious element, it kind of, a lot of people frown on that. You know, with Opal running, she's got the religious angle too. And, you know, I just think we need to change our whole philosophy of life, our whole outlook on life. I mean, you know, I believe Jesus is who he said he is. So, you know.
Okay, will we see you again in 4 years?
You will, indeed.
Okay.
I'll say that right now. If everything remains the same, I'm still alive and I'm still in Toledo.
And you'll work on a couple more signatures.
2013. Yeah, I need some helpers. I tried to do it on my own because I didn't want to owe anybody anything.
All right, well, you've learned.
I've learned.
All right, Don Gozdowski, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
And that is tonight's Talkback.